Well, hello, students. I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Jay. Let me ask you, do you have a $13 million car? Well, the FBI has one now because they took it from a man who was an ex Olympian. And we're going to learn about that and some other important vocabulary words and phrases because I have some breaking news. Breaking news. Oh, get your pens, get your pads, open up your minds, and for the next few minutes, we're going to have some learning and some laughter. I hope you are ready. Let's dive into today's story. FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, seizes rare $13 million supercar linked to former Olympian. Wow. Okay, so a used to be, somebody who used to be in the Olympics. So someone can be your former husband, someone can be your former wife, someone can be your former friend, or you could have a former job. Okay, so former, something that represents your past, what used to be in your life. The FBI has seized. Okay, that's a great word to know, to seize. Now, when you seize something, you legally take control of something, usually by police or other authorities. So, to seize or to say the FBI seized something, to make it plainly, the government took it. Okay, they can seize property, they can seize money, they can seize uh, things that are illegal, as we would call it, contraband. So they took it. That's a great word to know, to seize. Notice they seized a rare 2002 Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR Roadster worth about $13 million. Lord have mercy. I've heard of a $13 million home. I've heard of a $13 million collection of jewelry, whether it be necklaces or watches. I've heard of someone getting paid $13 million, but I have never heard of a $13 million Mercedes. That is crazy. And I think Mercedes makes some of the most beautiful cars. One of my favorite brands of cars. Uh, I've ridden in them a couple of times. But $13 million, do you think that's excessive? Let me know down in the comments section. Do you think that's too much for a vehicle? $13 million. Okay. As a part of an investigation into former Olympic athlete Ryan Wedding, who is accused of running a powerful criminal enterprise. Okay, let's take our time and let's look at this because this sentence has a number of important words that we want to look at. Okay, some I have on my list and some are just interesting and I want to teach you them. Okay, so an investigation. When the police are doing an investigation, they are examining you to see if you have committed a crime or not. Okay, they are investigating. All right, now he is accused. That's a great word, accused. When someone is accused of something, they have been stated to have committed a crime. Okay, perpetuated a crime. That's a big word. So he has been accused. They're basically saying, we think that you are guilty. They're placing the blame on him, okay? To accuse, to place the blame. Now, here's a picture of that beautiful vehicle, and notice a criminal enterprise. Now, a criminal enterprise is a group or organization that carries out illegal business or operations. Okay, a criminal enterprise, a gang, a cartel, the Illuminati. Okay, so someone basically who does crimes with another group of people. Officials say the car is one of only 6 roadsters ever made. I mean, I don't even know if I would take a $13 million car out on the road. I'm too afraid that I would have an accident, or maybe a bird would drop some droppings on it. You know, $13 million is a lot of money for a vehicle. Wedding a former Canadian snowboarder, so that's what he did. He was a snowboarder from Canada, is now considered a fugitive and is wanted for international drug trafficking. Oh my goodness. Okay, a fugitive. Notice this word here. Fugitive. A fugitive is a person that is on the run from the law. So the police is looking for a person, but they don't want to be found. They are a fugitive from the law. They were at one time in custody, perhaps, but now they are on the run. Okay, he is a fugitive. And he's wanted for international drug trafficking. Okay, narcos trafagante. He's a drug dealer in Spanish. Okay, so when someone traffics drugs, the illegal trade or transport of drugs or forbidden items, okay, trafficking. You know, I actually learned that Spanish word by doing what I tell you guys to do. In one of my videos, I suggested one way to strengthen your English is to watch movies in the language that you're trying to learn. And so I like to watch The Wire. I watch it all the time. And there's a Spanish young man that speaks Spanish in the series, and he uses that word narcos trafigante. So I learned that from doing what I teach you guys to do. That's a great way to pick up some new words. My son actually told me, who likes watching anime, he said, Dad, I'm learning some Japanese words. I said, wow, that is saying something, because I think learning Japanese is quite difficult. Okay, let's continue. Authorities claim his group moved large amounts of drugs, including dozens of metric tons of cocaine. Cocaine. Okay, thankfully, Jay has never done cocaine, okay? So, but I do know what it is, okay? It's the white powder that some people sniff to get high, okay? Metric tons of cocaine from Mexico into the United States each year, okay? So A metric ton, a unit of weight about 2,200 pounds each. Often used to measure large quantities of goods like drugs. So, one slang term you hear people use when they're talking about selling drugs or uh, moving weight, as it's called, they want some weight. They sell kilos, okay? Metric tons. That's big boy league. I mean, that's what the cartel is probably moving. 2,200 pounds of cocaine. That's a lot of happy dust. That's a lot of happy dust, okay? So you want to make sure that you are not involved like this young man is. He's in big trouble. Investigators also say Wedding ordered the killing, oh wow, of a witness. So he's not only accused of trafficking drugs, but he's also accused of killing a witness. So a witness is someone who saw a person do a crime. Notice my definition: a person who sees or knows something about a crime or event. So oftentimes when I watch television shows, and I like a lot of action movies, so when there's someone doing a crime or selling drugs and they know the authorities are after them and they have a witness and they take care of the witness. The witness, as we say in slang terms, gets dealt with. He gets dealt with, snuffed, night, goodbye, all of these terms. But one that is popular is they are cutting loose ends or taking care of loose ends. So they don't want anyone available to be able to testify against them. So they take care of the witness, and it's unfortunate. So this guy, he's the real deal. He's moving weight and taking care of witnesses who can put him behind bars. Wedding ordered the killing of a witness who expected to testify against him in court because of these accusations. Now remember, when a person is accused, the blame is put on them. So an accusation is synonymous with a person that is being accused with something. So you could actually say, look, I don't like all of these accusations that you're speaking against my name. I've been accused, but I have done nothing. Okay? So that's how you would use those words in a sentence. Because of these accusations, he now faces a major federal indictment. Okay? Indictment. That's another word. Indictment. Say that with me. Indictment. So an indictment, I have a definition here: a formal accusation that someone committed a serious crime. A formal. So now that it's not only the person has been accused, but now they have been involved with the courts, and an indictment is a formal accusation that a person has committed a crime. You hear these words on shows like Law and Order all the time, okay? He now faces a major federal indictment and is on the FBI's most wanted list. Okay, so the FBI's most wanted list is a list that the FBI has of very important criminals. They're on a need to find list. They're most wanted. All right. Now, before we continue our last few sentences, I'm trying to talk slowly. Let me know down in the comments, am I speaking at a pace that you can understand and follow along? Let me know down in the comments. Yes, I understand. I'm following you. I know I'm giving a lot of words, but let me know in the comments if you're able to follow along. Okay? The car seizure is a part of Operation Giant Shalom, a wide effort to take down Wedding's organization. The FBI has ordered a reward, of up to $15 million for information leading to his arrest. A reward of $15 million. A reward is money offered for help to catch someone or get important information. Okay, so if I find out who he is, I might say something just to get a little piece. But then you have to think about it, because he's already being accused of killing a witness. Would you say something if you know he has a record of committing homicides? Would you say something to get a piece of that $15 million? Would you take a chance? Maybe, hold on, let me think about that. Some things just aren't worth money. I don't know if I would say anything now. And he has a widespread organization. There might not be any more English lessons by Jay if I said anything. So I would have to think about that. Our last sentence. Officials say the ultra rare supercar. Okay. Supercar. I think I have that one on my list. So a supercar, let's see here. I do have it on my list. A very expensive, high performance car, often rare and powerful. Okay, so that's what a supercar is. I believe any car over a couple of $1 million is a supercar. Man, to be honest, a car over $80,000, that's a supercar to me. Oh man, officials say the ultra rare supercar may later be sold or used as evidence. Okay, evidence. So what is evidence? Evidence is simply, I thought I had that one on my list, but I don't. But let me explain what evidence is. Evidence is simply proof that you did something, okay? Or proof that someone did something, okay? In case, but no final decision has been made. The agency says the operation sends a message that extreme wealth cannot protect anyone from the justice system, okay? The justice system, or criminal justice system, as we call it. The system of laws and institutions that punish crime and protects society. Now, I'm going to be honest. All of that sounds well and good. Notice what he said. I got to show you this. Notice what he says. He says in the article, the agency says the operation sends a message that ultra or extreme wealth cannot protect anyone from the justice system. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, because people that have extreme wealth can pay people off. That's my personal opinion. I don't believe that. I still believe money answers all things. And there are some people that if they don't want to go to jail and they have enough money, they can probably pay someone off or buy someone. So if there's a witness, they can maybe say, look, I'll give you $200,000 to disappear or to not say that I am guilty. Or if there's a judge, he's gonna or she's gonna need more than $200,000. They may need $2 million in order to wreck the case so he can get off with the crime. So I hear what they're saying in the article. But my personal belief is that if a person has enough money and people are involved, some people may take the money and look the other way. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Hey, that's what I think, okay? Okay, I have 3 quick questions I want to give you concerning today's news story to make sure that you comprehend what I'm talking about. Number 1, answer down in the comment section. What is an example of a criminal enterprise? So, when I was explaining what a criminal enterprise was, I actually listed several different examples. Okay, can you tell me an example of a criminal enterprise? Number 2, what is evidence? That was one of the last vocabulary words that I defined from today's news story. And finally, number 3, use the word witness in a sentence. Be creative, but it must work in the sentence, okay? So these are the 3 quiz questions you have, and that's going to do it for today's news story. I hope you have enjoyed yourself as much as I have. Make sure, if you enjoy what I'm doing, I have a playlist of other stories here on the channel that you can go and watch, and you'll find that down in the description. Also, if today's lesson has helped you, be sure to just share it with a friend. You know what? I don't even ask people to like and subscribe anymore, because if you like what I'm doing, you'll like. And if you really like what I'm doing, you'll subscribe so you can get more lessons. I just ask that if the lesson has helped you, if it has been a strength to you, share it with one of your friends that you know is trying to improve their English. Well, that's going to do it. Don't forget, I enjoy reading comments, and your comment might make it on one of my next episodes. So make sure you leave a comment. Let me know where you're watching from, answer the questions, or anything else that you want to ask. I certainly appreciate your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and as always, I hope you join me on my next English lesson. I'll see you then.